Are you looking to learn how to master the Cloud Architect interview? Well, if so, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Michael Gibbs, and I'm the founder and CEO of Go Cloud Architects. We're an organization dedicated towards building high-performance cloud computing and technology careers. Personally, I've been working in technology for 25 years, and I've been coaching and mentoring others for 2 decades now. Today we're going to be talking about mastering the Cloud Architect interview. Now, we have a lot of videos in the series. In certain videos we talk about interview questions. In certain videos we talk about things to do, like shut down the interview technique, where you can dazzle them to close the interview on your terms. We teach you how to behave in answers that you don't know the answer for. But today we're going to give you something very special, something we traditionally only use in our leadership clients. And this is teaching you how to communicate with the 4 personality types. Have you ever been outside your home country and tried to speak with people that don't speak your language? It's not easy, is it? Well, let me tell you, when you're communicating with a personality type that's different than yours, you're effectively speaking a different language. And it's just as challenging as if you were traveling in another country. And when you're traveling in another country and you can't get your needs met and you're trying so hard and all of a sudden someone speaks your language, you're happy, you're like, wow, this is so helpful. Well, let me tell you, you can learn the 4 personality types and you can communicate effectively to each of the personality types, the interviewer that matches that personality type is going to feel just as happy with you as you did in that foreign country where you finally spoke to someone that could speak your language. So what are the 4 personality types? There's the analytical personality type, there's the intuitive personality type, the functional personality type, and the personal personality type. And they all think differently and they all communicate differently. Communicate with them the right way and you'll be wildly successful. Communicate with them the wrong way and basically the message goes here and it stops. So you won't be successful. So don't leave your interviews up to chance. Master the 4 personality types. So let's talk about the analytical personality type. Analytical personality types have a strong aversion to any kind of ambiguity. So if you give an analytical person type things like it'll grow bigger, it'll grow smaller, it's faster, cheaper, they don't understand that. They hate that. It actually makes them not trust you. Instead, if you could show them statistics, facts, figures, and details, they're going to be thrilled. So if you say this is 17% faster statistically speaking based upon the study, that means something to an analytical person. If you've got a chart and you can show a correlation, that means a lot to an analytical person. They want to know how it works and they want details. So analytical types, and they're very common in the IT world, tend to make decisions without emotions. They are highly logical. They realistically look at numbers and data, and that's how they make decisions. Now, there are other personality types like the personal type that really struggles with the analytical type because they often come across emotionless because they're using logic to make their decisions and data to make their decisions. So understand if you're going to be communicating with an analytical type, and you'll find out because you'll start to talk, and if they ask you for specifics, they're an analytical type. And if they ask you for the specifics and some numbers and details, instantly shift. Part of the reason we recommend researching the person before you get there is so that you can figure out the type of person they are. Hobbies that they have for which you might find common areas of interest, for which case you can use to establish rapport. You can better learn the company, and if you better learn the company, you can better position yourself to sell that company on how you can meet their needs, but also find out. And you can typically look at someone's career, you can look at papers they've written in the past or things that are in their name, and a lot of that will tell you their personality type. So that's the analytical personality type. Detail, 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 facts, figures. Now, there's the intuitive personality type, and this is like me. An intuitive personality type is great at seeing the big picture. They strategy, they can see the whole world, but they're horrible with details. If you give details to an intuitive person, they tune you out and they get frustrated. So big vision people, big picture people, not detail-oriented people. So intuitive types are the type that get to the point real fast, and they want you to get to the point real fast. And they need help from others. So for example, I'm an intuitive type. I find other people around me that are more methodical because I know that's my weakness. And intuitive types know that's their weakness, so they find people for that. But if you want to interview with an intuitive type, make sure you talk about the big picture, the overall global picture of how things work, how the architecture and the pieces parts would work together, but don't get in the weeds on extreme details. That will be completely something they won't enjoy, and basically they won't hear you. Because they won't hear you, your interview is effectively over. So this personality type also struggles with the functional type, because the functional type needs a process and a procedure for everything, and intuitive people don't think that way. So intuitive people will have them around them because they're very helpful, but understand you've got to communicate with the right person and the right personality type. Now let's talk about functional people. Functional people are extremely good at things that are process oriented. And functional people plan every step from the beginning to the end. So if you've got a big, giant project, you need a functional person on your team. They'll have a plan every step along the way, and you won't miss details. So functional people are wonderful to work with. They're really great with detail-oriented work. Think about quality assurance, complicated projects. Perfect. Now the issue with functional people where they tend to struggle is they tend to just lose their audience because they go into detail after detail after detail. So if you know you're going to be speaking with a functional person on your interview, make sure you show them how things done. And you'll get an indication if they're functional, because if you say you've done something and they say how, tell me the steps involved, remember they're functional. They'll tell them you can figure out they're functional from there. Be methodical in your responses and they will love you, and then you'll get hired. Speak to the person in their language based upon their personality type. Now the last personality type is the personal type. And this personality type is extremely good at communicating. They are great listeners and they are fantastic at building relationships. And they can connect with people on an emotional level in ways that others can. And they have extremely high levels of emotional intelligence, so people tend to like them. They tend to be able to influence others. They are someone that everyone wants around. So when you're communicating with someone from the personal type, communicate, don't be afraid to share some feelings or emotions. Keep them positive, but basically share. Be emotionally intelligent and this type will love you. So realistically speaking, what did we talk about today? We talked about 4 personality types: the analytical, the intuitive, the functional, and the personal. The analytical type needs to be communicated with in terms of facts and figures and statistics. The intuitive type needs to be communicated with in terms of the big picture. The functional communication type needs to be communicated with lots of process, steps, and they're going to love that. And the personality type is strongly emotional intelligent and values relationships, so speak in a manner to develop rapport very rapidly, work on building the relationship throughout your interview. This is how you can communicate with the hiring manager in the language of their choice. Let me tell you about some things as an organization we do to help the tech and the cloud architect community. Every Monday and every Thursday, we have a free How to Get Your First Cloud Architect Job webinar. I'll leave the link in the description below. We tell you what's necessary to get hired, what should be on your resume, what hiring managers desire, how to build the technical competency to get hired, and so much more. If you haven't attended one of our free webinars that we do on Monday and Thursday, we highly recommend it. The link again is in the description below. Now, every Tuesday, we have a free webinar, and it's how to get real-world cloud architect experience. And on these webinars, we tell you the types of things that employers actually desire in terms of experience, and we teach you how to get it. Again, it's free. We do it every Tuesday. Not every Wednesday, but a lot of Wednesdays, we do a YouTube Live. And when we do these YouTube Lives, they're basically, we open them up where you can just literally ask us real time any kind of question related to your cloud architect career. So we'll answer anything related to your cloud architect career, whether it's related to cloud architect certifications or things to study or how to prioritize your time. Anything we can do to help you build your cloud architect career, we do that. We do that on the Monday, Thursday, as well as the Tuesday calls, but when we do a YouTube Live, we do it on there as well. In the description below, I will leave a link to a complete free AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate course. We also have a free AWS Certified Solution Architect Associate ebook that's a companion book to that course. I'll leave the description below. And our team is currently writing, and in about 8 weeks we'll be releasing an AWS Advanced Networking and an AWS Advanced Security certification book. These books will be released completely free. In the description below, I have the link to pre-register. Pre-register now, and as soon as they're ready in approximately 8 weeks, we will email them out to you. It's a real honor and a real privilege to be able to communicate with the cloud architect community and the tech community every week. Everything we do on this channel is designed to help give you the best career, and we do everything we can to help you. If you have any questions or desires or requests from us, please let us know in the comment section below, and we will do anything we can to help you. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you so much for me being able to participate in your training with these videos. It's a real privilege, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, so thank you. And I look forward to seeing you in another video very soon.